Hey there, boys and girls, YouTube world. Today, the Mortske, the Chin, and the Schultze are in Lincoln, Nebraska at the Speedway Motors American Museum of Speed. We're gonna go in there, check it out, try to film it a little bit. I gotta be quiet in there because it's a museum and there's other people in there, and I just gotta try to contain my excitement. There's 3 floors of amazingness, a gazillion square feet. There's everything from lunch boxes to pedal cars to Indy cars to NASCARs to engines to intakes. You name it, it's in there, and it's all awesome. So let's go inside and check it out. Well, I guess we're allowed to film in here. So this is the Miller/Offie engine room. And they got all kinds of stuff going on about Harry Miller and Fred Offenhauser and Leo William Goosen. I didn't know much about him, but I guess he was the right-hand man to these guys. So a lot of history in here. These things pretty much cleaned house on racing from 1934 through 1960. And I'm guessing this is probably the world's largest collection. There's a bunch of cars out there that have different variations of these engines in them. Some pretty neat stuff. He was born in Menominee, Wisconsin, so he's a good old Midwest boy. And also it developed Evinrude boat motors. I just found that out today. Your Mortske worthless minute. Probably the coolest Bronco 2 on the planet. Oh, they got their own slot car track. And this is their engine room. This is stuff that they're working on or is soon to be on display or getting cycled through. Looks like a retired Hudson race car. Almost looks like a 33 Ford, but the belt line's a little different. Field fresh. We got the peppy little pew down there. Early T-Bird. Bunch of salt flat cars. World's fastest gravity car. I'll have to look up what that is. Red Ram Hemi. The Hawaiian Dragstar intake and 697s on it. 427 Camry. Oh, you got some show cars too. And a Tucker. .90 cubic inches and he went 200 mile an hour. Crosley engine in the midget. Yeah, 45 cubic inch Crosley. And a supercharger. Had 350 bucks into it. Went 73 mile an hour. 10 mile an hour faster than a factory Crosley. Oh, look at that Model A engine. It went kablooey. All the safety equipment. Some real fast flathead engines, it looks like. Oh yeah, so there's a stock block, and there's your intake, and your exhaust comes out down here. They got one all reworked, so the exhaust and the intake comes out the top, in and out the top. Yeah, pretty crazy what people thought of. 750 horse on 300 cubic inches of 1946 technology, I guess. One slightly used Speed Demon tire. 426.91 miles per hour. There's a, I believe it's a Model T engine with a small block Chevrolet cylinder head adapted to it and some Weber carburetors. Maybe it's a Model A. I think it's Model T though. Here's one with two Subaru cylinder heads bolted together on a Model A block. I'm guessing these are all Model A records. Well over 200 mile an hour. There it is. Looks like they're running the aluminum front wheels on this thing. And a Corvair steering box. Flathead and a belly tanker. .302 Chevy that went 323 miles an hour. 426 Hemi dual quads. Another 426 Hemi car. Blown Hemi drag car. Oh, big block Chevy. There's a 413 Max wedge. Another Hemi slingshot car. Fuel-borne injection, all the good stuff. 200 S's on it. You could just spend an entire day just reading all this stuff. It is phenomenal. Dwayne Haberman and his wife Bev went to the local Chevrolet dealership near Owatonna, Minnesota and purchased this 1970 Camaro new. So yeah, this is a blue plater car, I guess. Oh, Color Me Gone car. Ram Chargers car. Magnesium spindle mounts. Another blown Hemi. Oh, Hemi cutaway. Well, they even cut down the Champion plugs. .40-41 wheelies. Must have some type of quick change in it. Winner's quick change, I suppose. Tom Nancy car. Cute little nail head with 6 Stromberg 97s and a Magneto. Chevy 6 and a Howard Cam car. Let's see, it's got a 4-cylinder in it. The Isky T. Early Corvettes. Shelby GT. Man. Oldsmobile with a pot fin crank driven front mount magnesium supercharger with Scott injection. I didn't see those two. The old swamp rat. Pontiac Tempest engine. I think, yep, that's a Mickey Thompson setup. Oh, this is a bunch of Mickey Thompson stuff. 427 Hemi. Mickey Thompson, of course. Magnesium cylinder block versus cast iron versus aluminum. It looks like the magnesium weighs about a quarter of what the cast iron one does. Only 300 1953 Corvettes were built, all hand built with the Blue Flame 6-cylinder. 235. 255 of them still exist. '57 experimental factory racer. Caddy V8. Packard inline. Duesenberg. I think old Jay Leno was a big fan of those. Here's a Tucker opposed 6-cylinder engine. And the Tucker car, I think they only built, what, 52 of them? 51 of them. And 47 exist. And a headlight that turns with the steering wheel. Which Tucker is this? 1024, so I assume the 24th car. Pretty cool stuff. like we're onto the car club blacks and jackets. Onto the second floor. If you ain't first, you're last. Oh, look at all these moto meters. Cushman Eagle, Cushman Husky, Cushman Auto Glide, soapbox cars, soapbox derby helmets. There's the official 1946 soapbox derby wheel kit they gave you. After 46, the wheels became red. 1946 was the first year all racers' wheels were identical. Here's some more Midwest memorabilia. Mitchell, South Dakota, the home of the Corn Palace. Ooh, these ones look a little bit more high-tech. There's a 1939 version. And there's the gentleman that raced it in 2005. He didn't race it in 2005. That's his picture in 2005. Cushman. Looks like old Cushman even made stationary engines at one time. All kinds of crazy hood ornaments and moto meters. We need a Duff hood ornament or moto meter for our collection. Heck, we'll even put it on a car. What in the heck is going on with that one? People will put anything on the front of the car. Oh, this one's cool. When the fan turns, the people's arms will go back and forth. Pretty interesting stuff. A lot of birds and naked ladies and airplanes. Some pretty crazy ones. There's a golf ball one. A boxing one. Maybe came off of a Rockney, who knows? These displays where they make it look like an old garage are just awesome. Old Walker mechanical floor jack. Front neck head on a Model T engine. There's a lot of these companies that made overhead valve conversions for Model Ts and Model As and Model Bs. Front neck's just one of them. This is like one of my favorite things here, an old Model T truck with a front neck overhead valve conversion. And there's a race car that sits on the back and it looks like it just came out of a barn. They got it covered up though. Dang it. Look at all these spark plugs. Just rows and rows and rows. of various spark plug manufacturers, all for Model T Fords, I presume. This room is full of go-kart and midget racers and a whole fleet of other engines. So much to take in. Curtis cards. Custom built 67 Camaro SS. And the Duke boys. 55 Chevy. 56 Corvette. All the fire trucks. Where's the tow truck? We gotta find a tow truck to haul the dead ones around with. Ah, the weenie wagons here. He's a little wide, so they had to put some extensions to store it. Chin says he found, oh, there it is. The tow truck. The Jeep tow pig. Got the Indy car hooked on the back. Where's the box to put one together? So you have it. We were in there for 20 minutes short of 4.5 hours. We did not see it all. There's a little bit going on under construction. It's always changing what they got going on in there. They claim they have enough stuff that they could change everything out in here 3 times over. So if you're ever in the Lincoln, Nebraska area, or even if you're like 8 hours away, like we are, drive down, check it out. It's awesome. I think it was 10 bucks to get in. Totally worth it. Check out their hours. They got kind of strange hours, so you might have to make a special trip, take some vacation to do it, because I don't know how much they're open on the weekends. They have different hours in the summer versus what they got now, but well worth it. Very awesome, very cool. Way more stuff than you can take in 4.5 hours. Do it. It's really great. It's really cool. It's affordable. Yeah. Thanks for watching. Remember, it doesn't matter, you get it done as long as you're having fun. This museum, real fun. Speedway Motors, American Museum of Speed.